So we got the new G.I. Joe Classified Series Flint action figure by Hasbro. Classified Series continues. It has been quite a success, but it hasn't been as smooth for us customers to obtaining these, at least for the majority of the people trying to hunt these down. I think the response was a lot bigger than Hasbro anticipated. So there's definitely more demand than supply at the moment. It's not as big as Marvel Legends, obviously. Legends has been around for many, many years, so for G.I. Joe to get to that status, it might take a little bit longer for them. But it definitely is a good line, and I'm excited to see these new releases. So we got this new wave with 2 new figures and a repacked figure of Cobra Commander. We have Flint in this review. You can see him here in the front of the box with some weapons and accessories. One side shows pretty much nothing, just some logos. Number 26 in the line. There's the art on the other side of the package right there, and on the back side we get the same poster-like image right there. So that is all. Let's go ahead and crack it open and check them out. Alright, so this figure retails at $20. Can be found at Target right now. If you want to get it online, you can do so at BigBadToyStore.com. I'll put a link down below so you guys can check that out. Now let's get right into the figure. So we have Flint. This is how he's packed in. Comes as so. Looks good. I like the paint job. I like the head sculpt, face sculpt. That's one of the more appealing things that have popped out to me so far. Unpacking him from the box. Looking good. So we got him wearing this little vest here. It's a soft plastic rubber vest. And I'm going to see if it's removable. I don't think it is unless you want to cut it open and take it off. But if you do remove it, then you'll have him in his regular black shirt right there, which, you know, he'll look okay, I guess. But I think I'll keep it on there and not rip or break the figure, at least for me. So let's take a closer look at him before we get to the accessories. Alright, so here's Flint. We got him with a nice little nasty scar right there on his left eyeball. On my specific figure, you can see there's a little bit of a black paint bleed on or above his eyebrow. Not the biggest deal in the world, but it is noticeable when you get up close. Far away, you're not going to notice that, so it's no big deal there. Now let's pan out just a little bit. There it is. There's the face sculpt one more time. We get the shells here on his vest painted nicely. I like that. There's the back. We get a little holster there for his weapon, and another holster here for his sidearm. Going down to the legs, we have some camo pants on with some boots and shin guards there. Looking pretty cool. So I like it. I dig it. There's your up close shot at Flint. Let's take a look at what he comes with. So Flint comes with a beret, I think is how you pronounce it. This hat here goes on top of his head. Pretty nice fit. Looks good. So you can either have him like this, or you can have him without it. And that sits there pretty tight. His hair sculpt is pretty fresh cut there, and it holds the beret fairly tightly there. So there you go. And then we get a shotgun here with a brown pump action grip there, and then some shells on the back end that were painted. So I appreciate the paint job there. This is what you can holster back here on his back if you so wish. And then he comes with one more piece of accessory, and that's his sidearm pistol. Not painted, just a black plastic mold. This will get holstered on his side holster here as so. So you can holster everything that he comes with, or you can attach everything that he comes with, including his hat, like that. Looks dope. Or if you want, of course, you can obviously have him hold his weapons. His fingers are trigger fingers. On his hands, they're all sculpted the same. Doesn't come with any extra hands or nothing. So he always has the trigger finger. And there you have it. So that fits on fairly tightly. So good. Here's a look at Flint with his shotgun weapon, and I kind of have it the other way around because technically I should have this gun in his his left hand gripping it, because his left hand has a side hinge and this one has a regular hinge there. Let's do that real quick. Alright, so there it is the other way around. You can see that side hinge does a little bit of magic there and has him hold the weapon a lot nicer in my opinion. I like the side hinges, and now you can actually see the shells, the detail there, so I do like that. It's another plus there. And something cool about this shotgun I didn't mention when I was showing it up close is you can, boom, hinge it down, and you can have him reload the shotgun right there. There's a little hole. I mean, it's not a hole, but it's sculpted to look like a hole where he would put in the new shells you know, when he reloads his gun. So that's cool. I like it. I see you, Hasbro. That's pretty nice. Alright, so when it comes to the articulation of the figure, we got a ball jointed hinge for the head, but his neck is also articulated, so that allows for some extreme motion. He can look all the way up. Going down, looks good too. Pretty good range there, left and right. And then a little bit of head toe. That's the beauty of the ball jointed hinge. I like it because you get that full range of motion in the head. So that's cool. Arms go forward and back. We get in and out. Super clicky in and out articulation. We do get a little bit of a butterfly joint. You can see it right there. It is there, but you're not going to get Spider-Man range butterfly joints. But it's better than not having it at all. That's dope. So in and out, good range there. I just noticed that he does have some detail underneath the strap here on his shirt. He has like a little pin that's painted gold, which is cool. It's covered, and they obviously didn't need to paint that, but they did. So that kind of leads me to believe like this has to come off somehow, but I don't see it. Alright, let's continue. It's hard to see what's in there. I don't know if it's a ball joint or a ab crunch, but there is some range of motion there. There's obviously the waist swivel. Legs kick forward. They kind of drop down a little bit. They go in and out. Full split and all. We get thigh swivels. Double jointed knees. We get the shin swivel, ankle hinge, forward and back, and then the rocker side to side at the foot. Alright, so let's get the comparisons underway here. First up, we'll have Firefly from the G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Island, Target exclusive. And this is how he stacks up next to Flint. Up next, we have another pesky Target exclusive. We have the Cobra Viper. Stacking up next to Flint here. He's a little bit taller. I think maybe the helmet gives him some height there, but Flint is also wearing his hat, so there's that, but the Viper is a little bit taller. Alright, up next we have Beachhead, which is yet another Target exclusive. Man, it seems like half of the entire line is Target exclusive. But Beachhead has some similarities. I think the legs are the same, the boots are the same, but they do have some differences, like the shin guards are totally different. This side holster is totally different too. And of course the vest and the arms, you know, it's minimal reuse parts as far as I can see between these two here, but they look great side by side. One thing I do notice is that Beachhead sported a all green non-detailed gun, and Flint has some color and detail, so I'm glad that they are adding some details to the weapons. I always like color and paint on the weapons because I'd rather have something like this than an all green gun like that. Alright, so I had to pan out just a tad bit on this one because Gung Ho is pretty tall and very tall next to Flint. But here's a look at Gung Ho next to Flint. And I'm not going to go crazy and put a side by side next to everybody, but I'll go ahead and put Gung Ho here for you guys to see. Again, his gun all silver or all gray, not, you know, no paint at all. You know, they're taking a step forward and painting the weapons. So cool. Alright, so I do have Lady J, but I haven't reviewed her yet. She's up next, so I don't have her to compare next to Flint just yet. So you'll have to take a look at the Lady J review to see these two side by side. So I'm going to throw ahead in some other toy lines by Hasbro to get some random comparisons thrown in here. And I'll put it in the newly released Bad Batch Black Series right there. And this is Hunter. And Marvel Legends will throw in the Cyclops from the new Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave. Alright, and that's going to go ahead and wrap things up on this G.I. Joe Classified Series Flint figure by Hasbro. Nice, short, sweet, and to the point. You guys know how I do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, be on the lookout for my Lady J review, which should be up next right after this one. And check out my previous reviews that I've uploaded. Leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. As always, have a good one, guys. Bye.